Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. So the video that I'm going to bring you today is not the video that I was planning. I was been working on the Caddy this weekend, taking the engine out and all the rest of it and doing other stuff on my other vehicles. But it got me thinking that I've been doing YouTube now for a little over 5 years. This year will be next year will be my 6th year in March. It'll be 6 years, and over that time I have built an audience of around over 35,000 subscribers. But there's been a change, particularly this year in YouTube. I've seen a marked change in the way that YouTube slices out the pie. Let me first start off with, I don't do this because I want to make money. I get a little bit of kickback from YouTube, but trust me, with the content that I have and the type of audience that I have, and I appreciate every one of you watching what I do each week, what I get from YouTube is very small fry. It really is insignificant. It's beer money at the best of it. Other channels, they make a lot more. The car market though in YouTube seems to have shifted. See, YouTube is interested in the big players who are going to make money for them, and I understand that they are a business and they need to make money, and the content that I have, well, in YouTube land, it's insignificant, it's rubbish, it's poor, it's nothing that they want to push out. In fact, my type of content, looking at the way the algorithm works, and I work in IT and understand algorithms, deal with them all the time, unfortunately. The algorithm is going to look for something that generates interest, and then it will then send that to other people and then see how that interest, basically that's how software algorithm works. The more interaction, the more of an interest. Now YouTube try to attract its users by saying you need to do this and do that and the other to gain traction, and for some it works for a while, but then it stops, because again YouTube is looking for, or the algorithm is looking for, those big hitters. And in the car industry, if you're a car YouTuber, you have to do a lot. I mean, you got to be putting out so much content each week, and it's bigger and better. So you look at the people like Matt Armstrong, Tavaj, and look at the content that they're putting out and how much they're having to spend to generate decent incomes. And to be fair, they are generating decent incomes. But if you look at what they've had to do that, it is a full-time job, and they have a team of people that does that. And while that's great and the content that they put out is really good, what it does is the small player absolutely kills your channel, and that's what we're seeing. So if you look at a lot of small players now, when you used to be able to pick up good stuff or good traction with YouTube, you no longer can do that. And I've seen a whole lot of new channels. I watch a lot of YouTube car channels, and if you look at the small players, some of them are really interested in what they do, but they'll never gain the traction that they need in order to make it a business, because of the big players that exist and the other genres in YouTube. So what does that mean in essence? It means that YouTube will continue doing what they're doing. We will continue to put out content, but what it does do is it prevents people like myself from wanting to put out content. And I've seen so many people stop doing YouTube because of the fact that their audience are dwindling, and that could be because of content. I mean, when I think about my content that I put out for the last 9 months, it's been boring. Yeah, I've been bored with the content that I've been putting out, and I've been putting it out week after week. But actually, I'm not going to do that anymore, because I'd rather put out something of quality than put out content for the sake of content. But the issue with that is when you start doing that, you lose interest. And I think that's what will happen if I do that. Now, I started my YouTube channel because I was inspired by people like Casey Neistat, who was putting out fantastic content, just using very simplistic sort of monologues and was putting out these fantastic, interesting vlogs, and I literally watched his vlogs when he did his daily vlogs every day. And there were lots of imitators who did the same, and some of them went on to be much better, and others just crashed and burned. But it's in the car market, it's a kind of a similar thing where people are, if you've got really good content, and really good content needs more than one person, and it needs the right type of vehicle, etc., and people will like it, and then they get to know you, and basically that's how your audience builds. So the people who watch my channel, people who have got to know me through watching this channel, and they will watch it week in and week out, and I really appreciate that. But I think to take this channel to the next level is something that I'm not interested in doing, because I have a full-time job, and I actually enjoy my job, and I have a life outside of YouTube as well that I actually like doing it as well. So my YouTube, although I will get other cars, it will always be a small channel, and I'm happy with that. And I will probably get to a stage where I won't put out content each week, because I'd rather put out quality content. I guess what I'm saying here is that YouTube, please listen to your smaller content and your creators, your smaller content creators, because although we are not your big shot players that you would really like, because you're competing with the TikToks and the Instagrams and the Facebooks of the world, who are all trying to suck up this market and become the next big thing. But just remember that with every big player, there's always the bread and butter. We are the bread and butter out there. So give us a slice of the pie. And I'm not really interested in I don't need the money as such. I don't do it for the money as well. I do it because I enjoy it, and I enjoy creating videos, and I like to make videos with my hobby. But it'd be nice to just know that your content is being equally served out there. I could be ranting, I could be talking nonsense. You guys might tell me exactly how you feel in the comments, but I just thought I'd make this just to really share my views, and I'd be interested to hearing your views and see what you think of YouTube. Is YouTube changed to the point that if you're a small creator, you cannot get a look in, and you will not, YouTube will badly, no, YouTube don't badly treat us. It's the software that looks at your content. Will YouTube fine tune the algorithm to not only look at the big players and put that out, but also to help the small and medium players to put their stuff out as well? That would be good if YouTube did that. I don't think they're doing it right now, and if they are, they're not doing it right. So tell me what you think in the comments below, and I will put out some more car content next week. This is my yearly rant, and I'm going to get my rant over. But before I end, because I'm going to get absolutely crucified in the comments, I'm not complaining. My content is poor. It could be a lot better, but I have a van that I need to get rid of before I can bring in the new vehicles, and I have made an agreement with myself that I will not bring any more new content until I can get rid of the van. So I can either stop doing YouTube, and if you guys don't like it, I can stop it for a while until I get rid of that van, or I can just bring you little bits and pieces and mixes and matches from different vehicles for you to see, so you can kind of see the day in the life of somebody who just fixes cars and their hobbies. And that's how I portray and pull out my content. If you agree with this, then give me a comment. If you don't agree with this, also comment. I'm interested in your views. And yeah, I will reply. I haven't been replying to comments lately, just because I just haven't had the time, but this one I will. So look forward to seeing your comments. We will see you next week with some car content, okay? Take care, have a good one.